Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Access. In this module, I want to show you how you can get data from Excel into Access and create a table, and how you can link an Excel spreadsheet into Access and have it automatically update. So first of all, let's go through the process of pulling data straight in from Excel into Access. You need to go onto the External Data tab, and you need to click this option, New Data Source. And when you click on that, there are several options. The one I want for this example is Excel. I'm clicking on that, and then you have to browse for the Excel file. I've called it Import Data. That's the one I want. Click OK to that. And then you've got these three options down the bottom here. Import the source data into a table in the current database, which is the one I want, but you've got these other options as well. So I could add it onto a previously created table, or do this bottom option, which I'll do second. Clicking OK to that starts the process. Shows you the sheets that you might have. I've only got one sheet in this Excel file. That is the data. So you just follow it through. Next, is the first column your field names? Yes, it is. So I'm ticking that. If it isn't on yours, you might want to go back into Excel and sort of make sure it is by deleting rows and things. Next. Now it's highlighting all of these columns and it's letting me go through them one by one to see whether I want to change the name type or whatever. So you can just basically click on them and it will just swap over at the top there. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to leave it as it is. Do you want a primary key? So it's already added a primary key. Remember, a primary key is a unique identifier. It's totally up to you. More likely to be this one. Choose my own primary key and I'll have it as ID number. That would be the primary key. That would be unique. And then next, what do you want to call it? I'll leave it as that because I'm going to overwrite this one. And then finish. OK. And then you can save the imports there if you want. So you do this over and over again, but I'm not going to save it. Close that. Now it did flag up that I had an issue with the primary key there because there must have been some blank cells. But there it is there. Look, if I open it, yeah, I have got blank cells. So it's not allowed me to do the primary key there. You can't have blank cells. I'll go back to home and have a look. Yeah, it didn't save the primary key. So if you want that to be your primary key, you'd have to fill in that information and then you would be able to have that as your primary key. But that is the process of bringing in information from Excel, straightforward, like so. So now I'm going to delete that and I'm going to delete this table. Yes. And I'm going to go through the same process, but this time I want to link the information. So still going there, from file, still an Excel file, but this time I'll browse for the same file, but this time I'm going to use this bottom option, link. So the process is very similar, except there's not as many steps. So same sheet, go next, first column, tick that, go next, and there we go. Only 2 steps straight through. I'll just go finish. Yep. And it comes in with a different icon. You've got like the Excel icon and a little link like that. So you can see down the bottom there, there's a record that I've typed, just a random thing. I'm going to do that in Excel, and you can see it get added on at the bottom of this, because this is linked. So what I'm going to do now is go into Documents, open that file, and just add something on the bottom there. A1212. Mix them up here. I'll put my name and mail grade A, and I did equal ops, and I'm 900. I'm not 45, but never mind. So there, I've done that. Open that up, and then you can see it at the bottom there. Automatically adds it up. So when you create a link table, you update things in Excel and that is shown in Access. But in Access, you can then use this table that we're looking at now to create queries and reports from. So that's the best of both worlds, if you like. There is a feature to bring in Access data. So that was bringing in Excel. But if I go New Data Source up there, you've got those options, but you've got From Database, and I can pick Access. If you wanted to grab something from another database, you can do that as well. If I go Browse, I have another database there, students, and then you've got the option there to import tables or link data again. I'm just going to go through the top option this time. Okay, it will show me what's in there. There's not a lot in there. No queries, no forms, no reports. It's just 2 tables. But if I wanted class records, for example, I could just click OK to that and it would just drop it in here. I'm not going to create a saved import, but there you go. There's class records from a different database. So you might be thinking, well, why would I do that? The point of doing that is you might be creating a database and some of the information that you're going to create in your database exists elsewhere. You want a copy of it, or you just want to practice and on a like a backup copy of what you're trying to do, because if you delete anything, it doesn't matter because this is just a copy. So there's lots of reasons you might want to do that. I'm going to get rid of it, close it down, and then delete that off. No. Yes, should have said not no. Okay, so that's importing Excel spreadsheets, linking Excel spreadsheets, and importing Access objects, tables, queries, forms, reports, etc. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video. So hopefully that was of use. Thank you for your time. I'll catch you on the next one.